precipitation being absorbed, which is driving that melting. So, in addition to global warming, the dryness, which is causing this dust deposition or the movement of dust, particularly during winter months, is changing, seriously altering. The water budgets or the monthly water budgets, making it very difficult to manage. Same thing with wildfires. When wildfires increases, there is deposition of soot and other things which do alter the albedo rates of these glaciers, causing them to accelerate in warming. So the bottom line is we're having floods sooner than we should. This is a big area. This whole area is very big in terms of our agriculture. This is called the breadbasket of the US. And actually, we are seeing quite a bit of water scarcity during the growing season. Well, when that happens, people go for other sources of water, groundwater being the big one. So, Ogallala Aquifer, which kind of runs in this area, is getting quite a bit stressed, which is already a stress system, and it's being stressed even more. And again, you can see some of the things Dr. Sinha was referring to was the need for international collaboration, particularly sub-Saharan dust. Controlling that sub-Saharan dust has implications to water in Texas, for example, so many thousand miles away. There are several other environmental impacts associated with snow melts. Decreases in albedo exposes rocks. So clearly, you're seeing greater temperatures, and as the temperature increases, there is greater migration of pests, bark beetle infestation in the Sierras, in the Rocky Mountain area, can cause huge devastations of forests, which in turn again increases their forest fires, so that's an issue. Melting of snow exposes buried organic matter, black carbon, so that is increasing microbial activity in these areas, which is an exothermic reaction and drives water movement as well. Again, this melting of water is carrying this dissolved organic matter nutrification, so nutrients. So there is eutrophication or algae blooms downstream. So this has again impacts on water availability due to water quality considerations. Glacial melting, clearly we are all groundwater people or hydrogeologists or groundwater hydrologists, so our interest, no matter what I do, comes back to groundwater at some point. One of the key issues here is snow melt can impact groundwater hydrology. Increased flooding means less recharge. That's one issue. The second issue is if there is greater reliance on groundwater due to changes in timing of surface water, increased use of groundwater in summer months, that's an issue. And also freshening of seawater can reduce groundwater on islands, because on islands we have a freshwater lens sitting on brackish water or salty water, and as the seawater becomes less and less dense, there is actually migration or movement of this fresh water and mixing with this salty water, which not only affects the quality but also reduces the amount of water that's available, fresh water that's available. So ocean melting might increase water, but actually it might decrease the amount of water availability, particularly groundwater availability. The other thing that is happening is about 40% of the world's population lives near the coast. So there is greater stress on coastal aquifers. The sea level rise is causing greater saltwater intrusion, but also urbanization around this seawater intrusion, is also adding more water because of global warming. So we